From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeaux, and this is a special edition of your News 8 Daily and Daybreak Drive-In for Thursday, June 18th. We've had severe weather overnight. It especially hit Monroe and Owen counties very hard. Here's Marcus Bailey with where things stand right now with the forecast.
At least of two tornadoes likely that touched down. We saw clear debris signatures.
Yeah.
Those were south of Indy. One down in Jackson County. We had another one kind of on the Monroe and Morgan County line. That was pretty rough. The good news is we're done with severe weather.
Good.
Flooding is still a bit of a concern. There's a lot of high water. We had some torrential downpours. It is still raining in a lot of spots here for this morning, but we can give you the all clear around the metro area here this morning. All of the activity is down to our south. We do have technically still a tornado warning in our state. It is all the way down near Madison, and it's actually east of Madison, and getting ready to fully go into Kentucky. Well, once that moves past, we are done with hopefully alerts for a little while. Now, we have numerous flash flood warnings. Those are the flashing polygons there. Since yesterday morning, since we had the two waves, there are some areas that are exceeding 4 inches, maybe closer to 5. And so we are overly saturated. And I ran into a lot of ponding on the interstates here for this morning. Now, as we get deeper into the morning hours and we get farther and farther away from the ending of the rain, that should get better. But there you go. You can see why we had such problems with the rain, because you had these heavy downpours that were just training over the same areas during the overnight hours. So pretty rough. Temperatures right now, upper 60s and lower 70s. Will actually be a bit cooler today. In the wake of this cold front, we'll go mostly cloudy. We actually might get a good deal of sunshine early on, but then clouds building back. 76, so we go back to below average temperatures.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app, bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecast, radar, and Indiana sports, all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
According to state police, a tornado touched down in northern Owen County overnight. Trees, power lines were knocked down, blocking county roads. Storm damage also led to US 231 north of Spencer being blocked. Troopers say they responded to several homes that had damage, and they had to check people for injuries. Everyone is okay. I-69 northbound near the 130-mile marker between Bloomington and Martinsville was blocked with downed trees for at least an hour overnight. The Indiana Department of Transportation says it has been working to clear both northbound lanes of debris, but dealing with down power lines is something that a lot of people are dealing with now in the Bloomington area, Owen County area. The Monroe County Emergency Management says there's now an American Red Cross shelter open in Steinsville to help anyone impacted by last night's storms. It is in the Steinsville Community Building, which is the old Steinsville Elementary School, and it is open until further notice. Some places are dealing with power outages too this morning after the strong storms moved across parts of the state overnight. Duke Energy says it has just over 3,500 customers who are in the dark this morning. That's as of 4:30 a.m. AES Indiana only has around 400 customers in the dark right now. Outage tracking website poweroutage.us says there are more than 10,000 people across the state who are waking up without power this morning. Clay County is under a travel advisory this morning after last night's severe weather. The Clay County Emergency Management System says it is due to debris in the road and flooding. A yellow travel advisory means that routine travel or activities could be restricted, and individuals should use caution or avoid the area. So just be really careful if you're going through that area. We're going to keep you updated throughout the morning on Wish TV Daybreak. There will be changes. There will be new developments. So stay with us all morning on Wish TV and on wishtv.com. The Mooresville Fire Department says it responded to several storm-related emergencies too overnight. In a post on Facebook, the department says crews were called to 2 house fires caused by downed power lines and a reported lightning strike. No one's hurt, and there's not any significant damage there. Switching gears now, 35 women have filed a new lawsuit against a faith-based program alleging abuse, neglect, isolation, and forced labor. This is an update to a story Indiana's I-Team first brought you in April about Central Indiana and the Teen Challenge. Kara Kenny spoke with one of the new plaintiffs and explains what she hopes to get out of the lawsuit.
Here's what's new. The amended complaint adds 26 women, bringing the total to 35. It also expands the timeline of the alleged abuse from 2011 to 2024. The new complaint also outlines new allegations of abuse, including physical assault and teens not allowed to talk or even use the bathroom. Isabella Posh lives in Tennessee now, but in 2017 and 2018, she was a resident at Central Indiana Teen Challenge. The faith-based program for troubled girls currently operates as the Refuge Girls Academy in Lebanon.
My parents just did not trust me to stay sober. It was more of this is our last option.
She's one of 35 plaintiffs in an amended lawsuit filed this week against Central Indiana Teen Challenge.
I'm so grateful that we are able to speak our truth and have our voice and be heard for what we went through.
The lawsuit says some girls were forced to do talking fasts where they could not speak for up to 9 months. Isabella says her talking fast lasted more than a month.
I had to wear that sign and stay on the talking fast while I completed that manual by hand with pencil 5 times.
Isabella says the worst moment came when the director told Isabella her mother was having breast cancer surgery.
She said, well, do you remember all these times that you and your mother got into it? You were mean to your mom. And I said, yes, yes, ma'am. And she said, I hope you regret that. Of course, I'm 6 hours from home. I haven't spoke to anybody. I haven't received letters. I haven't had phone calls. So I was extremely panicked. My mom was extremely upset that they had told me because she wanted to be the one to tell me herself.
The lawsuit says teens were subjected to other types of abuse, like dragging a teen by her hair and dunking another girl's head with buckets of water until she choked and vomited.
These girls were all abused, and whenever someone is abused, we try to get justice for them whenever we can, when we find out about it. And so this is not just something that has happened at this one facility for a very short period of time with one bad actor. This is systemic. It's long-term.
Indianapolis law firm Cohen Millad received dozens of calls after Indiana's I-Team aired a story back in April.
We've interviewed now easily 100 people. We've been doing it pretty much nonstop.
An attorney for Indiana Teen Challenge tells us, we have been expecting an amended pleading, as the media coverage stemming from the initial lawsuit filing seems to have prompted several more former Teen Challenge clients to join the lawsuit with the same attorneys in an attempt to get money. He went on to say, while we are still reviewing the amended lawsuit, at this point our defense plan remains the same. Isabella is now a mother of 4.
Sorry, it makes me a little emotional. I have 4 children, and you could not pay me to subject my children. There's nothing you could do for me to allow my children to be treated the way that we were treated.
She's repaired her relationship with her mom, but says many former residents still have rocky relationships with their families because of Indiana Teen Challenge.
Hopefully, for the girls as well that have estranged relationships with their families, this is going to be a big deal for them. Their families are going to be able to see, hey, maybe she wasn't wrong, and I hope that for a lot of girls, this also restores their family relationships.
At this point, no hearing date has been set. The women are seeking damages for pain and suffering. I'm Kara Kenny with Indiana's I-Team.
The U.S. and Iran have signed an initial deal to end the war. Officials say President Trump signed an agreement yesterday that called to reduce Iran's enriched uranium stockpile and for the U.S. to waive sanctions on Iran. They say the agreement permanently ends hostilities and starts a 60-day negotiating time limit to reach a final deal. They also say the deal will open the Strait of Hormuz and that the U.S. will lift blockades on Iranian ports. The Obama Presidential Center will host its grand opening at noon Eastern Time on the south side of Chicago today. Hundreds of thousands of people are expected to go in the next few days. Derek Dennis is in Chicago and takes a first look inside.
The beauty of the Obama Presidential Center is more than the fresh landscaping, the towering 225-foot museum structure, or the street signs directing visitors to what the Obamas hope will be a home away from home. The center is history.
It's amazing to see their American story and to feel all of the hopefulness in it. Powerful.
Patrick Gaspard is a former political director in the Obama White House, one of the many VIP guests invited for a preview tour of the $850 million 19-acre attraction. He called it overwhelming and emotional.
Particularly because it's not just focused on Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. It tells a big, sweeping arc story of American history in the 20th century, right up until the moment that we're in.
Inside, a state-of-the-art, digitized, and totally interactive experience, highlighted by a full-size replica of the Oval Office, the gowns worn by Mrs. Obama for official functions, the words, the stories, and family histories of the couple known to many as simply Barack and Michelle.
We've been waiting for it for such a long time, so it's exciting to finally see it come to fruition, and we're just looking forward to meeting all the new guests from all over the world.
It's going to bring a lot of people, a lot of out-of-towners.
And that's by design. The Obamas wanted this presidential center and library to be on Chicago's South Side, where Mrs. Obama was born and raised, and where a young Barack Obama began his political career. During these VIP preview days, busloads of people have been showing up, dignitaries with special connections either to the Obama years in the White House or to the family themselves. It has been a moving experience, many tell me, to get inside and walk down memory lane. Gaspard's visit inside reminding him of the arc of Barack and Michelle Obama's lives as a son and daughter of America who came from working-class families but dared to dream big.
I'm moved by all of it, but I was particularly moved by the story of the First Lady's family. When you understand what her grandparents came from, what her parents had to endure, how they built a community in Chicago after being part of the Great Migration from the South.
And from the South to the South Side of Chicago, the Obama Presidential Library brings their story full circle. In Chicago, Derek Dennis for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
Turning now to the Colts. While the team is now on summer break, one of the team's defensive backs is using his time off to make a major impact on the other side of the world. Our Angela Morian explains how.
Time off to be able to go actually help and make a difference out there.
Colts safety Cam Bynum will do much more than just train during his summer break. He plans to return to the Philippines, where his mother and wife are from, and help those affected by the 7.8 magnitude earthquake that rattled the country earlier this month.
I'm excited to get back to the Philippines, and it's for us, a sad time right now out there with the big earthquake and thousands of people losing their home. But I feel blessed that I'm able to go out there and be able to help when I can. Even though a lot of people's houses are messed up, it's a community thing, so everybody's trying to help bring other people back up. So you see a lot of people coming together through this hard time, and that's the whole spirit of the Philippines.
Bynum started his charity, the Bynum Faith Foundation, to help with disaster relief efforts like this.
We're going to put on a lot of outreaches we'll assess the needs of the area. I know they haven't had power for the last few days. Obviously no clean water with all the pipes breaking and everything. So we'll bring a lot of that out there that I can go out there and actually help in person. I think that's going to be impactful to, bring a lot of people and a lot of eyes to know, the destruction that happened with there, so we can be able to help as many people as possible.
It'll be 2 months before Bynum and the Colts are back here in Lucas Oil Stadium. In the meantime, he plans to train and stay in shape out in the Philippines. In fact, he has the perfect place and group of friends that help him work out while he's there.
I have a world-class facility like 15 minutes from my house, so it's kind of perfect. That's where all the Olympic athletes train out there, and I have a bunch of flag football players out there that I get to train with, and I bring my scout cards and make them run certain routes, so it's like I got a scout team. Those are my closest friends out there that are trying to get on the Olympic flag team out there, so I'm really getting good work. It's a good time for us to, get our minds off of being here every single day, but the vision doesn't change.
Bynum is ready to be at his best when training camp begins. Angela Morian, Wish TV and WishTV.com.
The Fever hit the court tonight at home, and Caitlin Clark is the only player on the injury report ahead of the game. Clark is listed as probable as she continues to deal with a lingering back injury. While Clark deals with the sore back, another one of the team's leaders says she's starting to find her shot and stride after an injury of her own. Guard Sophie Cunningham scored season-high 24 points off the bench in the last game that they played earlier this week. Cunningham says an elbow issue had been causing her some problems, though.
I do think that, just having a little bit of struggle with my elbow, but really did get that fixed, and now I'm starting to stay in my shot a little bit. But also, I think our team's just starting to catch a little bit of rhythm.
Fever take on the Atlanta Dream tonight at home. Tip-off is set for 7:30 p.m. While Clark is gearing up for today's game, lots of people will no doubt be sporting her gear soon. Nike Basketball and Clark unveiled the Caitlin 1 shoe yesterday. Nike says the shoe is built around speed, range, and unpredictability. Nike's website says the shoe will cost $140 and will be available on October 1st. Clark is now the 5th active WNBA player to have her own signature shoe. This has been your News 8 Daily and Daybreak Drive-In from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordell. Watch us on Wish TV and WishTV.com.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why customers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ever notice how life's best stories don't happen in your living room? They happen on the open road, out on the water, or parked under the stars. At Progressive, they get that you want to focus on the experience, not worry about the what-ifs. That's why they offer quality insurance designed for your ride, whether that's a boat, RV, or motorcycle. Adventure with confidence. Visit Progressive.com and see how easy it is to protect your favorite way to get away. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in D.C. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.
Don't let high golf rates drive you out of bounds. Save big with the Wish TV Great Golf Club Card.
Central Indiana's largest golf club card membership is back for the 8th season with more courses than ever before. Save over 75% on tee times at 27 Central Indiana golf courses. All you need is the Wish TV Great Golf Club Card. Cards are valid for the entire 2026 golf season.
Great courses, great savings. Score your Great Golf Club Card today.
Central Indiana. Wish TV is now live on YouTube TV and Hulu Live, offering more hours of local programming than any other station. Search for Wish TV or look for CW8 on both YouTube TV and Hulu Live to find us. Watch local news, sports, and lifestyle shows live from Wish TV. You can still catch Wish TV free over the air or stream it live on WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile apps. Wish TV, available in more places for the latest news, weather, and sports.